Hey man, say man, it's your boy DJ back at it again with another video. So guys, I was asleep. I took me a nice little nap like at 7 o'clock. Woke up like 10:30 to a DM from my boy Juju talking about what you think about this trade. I said, what trade? I get on my phone, log on to my Twitter account, and lo and behold, we finally have the Russell Westbrook for John Wall trade. My initial reaction is about time. I think we all knew that this was going to happen. There's been many rumors about this trade happening, and I'm really trying to figure out why it took them so long, because as we get into it, we have our Woj tweet. Houston has agreed to trade Russell Westbrook to Washington for John Wall and a first-round draft pick. And, of course, we have Kenny Beecham with the what? Shout out to Kenny Beecham. If you don't know who he is, he's also a YouTuber, king of the fourth quarter. Go subscribe to him. But anyway, I feel like this trade has been brewing for at least 2 weeks now. And it took 2 weeks for one draft pick. But let's go into this even more, because I really want to criticize this trade, if I'm going to be honest with you guys. So, if you go to ESPN, the Wizards are sending John Wall and a lottery-protected 2023 first-round draft pick to the Rockets for Russell Westbrook, in a deal that both players wanted and has been simmering for weeks. The 2023 first-round pick is lottery-protected for the Wizards. If it doesn't convey in that year, it has succession of protections that include picks 1 through 12 in 2024, 1 through 10 in 2025, 1 through 8 in 2026, and if they don't get it, they're going to be second-round draft picks in 2026 and 2027. So, I guess maybe it took 2 years. I mean, not 2 years. It probably took 2 weeks to decide on what draft they wanted to go with, and how they ended up with 2023. I really don't know. So, as I criticized, who's the winner? First of all, who's the winner, right? The winner of this trade has to be the Wizards. I say this because you get Russell Westbrook, who, although he's criticized a lot or whatever for his play in the bubble, he actually had a great season. And although he is losing a little bit of his athleticism, he's 32. He's still very productive, and in my eyes, he's still a top 15 player. And you're trading him for John Wall, who is coming off a ruptured Achilles and a torn heel or whatever. 2 significant leg injuries. He hasn't been on the court for you guys, right? So the fact that you only got him, the top 12 player, which John Wall was a beast though, don't get me wrong. He's a beast in his own right. We haven't seen John Wall since 2017, 2018 maybe. So it's he's still an all-star, because it was all-star for all-star value, just a slightly higher one. And I just don't believe that's the case. I believe if Daryl Morey was still working for the Rockets, he definitely would have got more for Westbrook. Russ is he's still a top 15 player in the league. And he got traded for a player that we haven't seen ball up until recently. Against, KD and Kyrie, I believe. Was James Harden there too? I'm not really sure. But, yeah. So, 2023 draft class, what is that? Okay, so first of all, you didn't get a 2021 draft pick, even if it was going to be protected. I mean, 2021's draft is loaded with talent. From the top, we have Jade Cunningham, we have Jalen Green, like Jalen Suggs, Josh Christopher, like could possibly it be in that like lottery range, maybe outside of that lottery range, but he will rise. That's just I'm putting that out there. Josh Christopher Jagup is my guy, and I believe he's the number one uh, ranked 21 player. I just think that he'll be the best. He's not ranked that, but I just think that. So you couldn't get 2021. 2022 is like who's 2022? That'd be like senior. Would that be seniors this year? So it's like Chet, Holmgreen, and like Hardy. You couldn't get that. And 2024, that's 1 through 12 protected anyway, so you wouldn't get them. But even like towards like the middle or end of the round, you could probably get like Scoot Henderson, and he's a freaking bucket. Couldn't get 2024, and then like 2025 is like if it falls to 20, you guys better hope it falls to 2025 because what? Who's 2025? That's like juniors this year, right? So that would be like Imani Bates. Well, I mean, he's still going number 1 through 10. But I mean, who's a sleeper? I don't even know who's a sleeper in 2025, to be honest with you. Or would that be Scoot's class? All right, it's already past midnight, guys. I don't know, but 2025 that has great picks, great pickups. You never know. Maybe someone could fall like a. I'm not even gonna say people are gonna fall because I don't want to put that out. I don't even want to put that out there. But the top guys in that class, you know what I'm saying, Imani Bates are like Amari Bailey, Dr. Johnson, those type of guys. There's probably more guys. I just can't really remember who are all juniors right now that could fall in that like 10 through 12 range. So. Yeah, and then 2026, I don't even know. I don't even know who that would be. I really don't. Is that like Bronny's class or something like that? Yeah, that might be like Bronny and Mikey Williams, DJ Wagner, I think. And I don't know 2027 and all that good stuff. That's like youngins. Uh, but anyway, let me stop rambling. Um, they could have went 2021. So and they didn't get multiple picks. So the Rockets, I don't know how you guys really fared in this trade. If I'm going to be honest with you, I think you guys could have did a little better. Yes, John Wall can be a All Star again, and I hope he does. But even if it were prime per prime, I still believe that Westbrook was still the better player, and he's the better player now until further notice. Uh, yeah. That's how I'm like really reacting to that. We get, and it makes sense, right? It makes sense because now we have DeMarcus Cousins who signed with the Rockets, and we were like, yo, we know John Wall is recruiting DeMarcus Cousins to play for the Wizards. Why did he go to the Rockets? And it could have been a fit thing, but no, I truly believe that John Wall knew he was going to get traded to the Rockets and was just like, yo, DeMarcus, just sign with the Rockets because I'm going to be there shortly. You know what I'm saying? So the Kentucky Wildcats are back together. And lastly, we have Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook together. The Wizards needed this. The Wizards needed this just based on the fact that they want to keep Bradley Beal happy, but they also want to have Bradley Beal try to play for meaningful games. Russell Westbrook is the ultimate competitor, and there's no way that they're going to miss the playoffs. I just don't see that happening, bar injury. But the Wizards are a playoff team now. Like, even if John Wall would have came back, they probably would have still been a playoff team. But this can propel them, higher than an eighth seed, higher than a seventh seed, possibly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't really looked at everything and done my before the season rankings, but that'll come out uh, maybe maybe the week of Christmas or maybe after a couple of preseason games. I'm not really sure, but Bradley Beal doesn't have an ego. Uh, he kind of fits in that like Paul George kind of like doesn't need to be the number one, can be a great number two or even the number three option. But to all you recency people, like, oh, he said Paul George, like, stop disrespecting Paul George. Like, I know he might have not played well in the bubble, but dude is still a top 10 player in the league. So stop it. But that's all I really got. I'm really excited. Preseason basketball is gonna start like the 11th or the 12th or something like that. Camps are just about to start. This is crazy. I can't wait for this season. Let me know what you guys think. Who won this trade? What would you have done if you were either team? And how do you see this working out? Do you think that James Harden will still be traded? Do you guys think that James Harden will still get traded to the Nets, or do you think that this bought the Rockets at least the whole season to try to get their ish together? You know what I'm saying? But anyways, like, comment, subscribe. You know the vibes.